Yo, what's up everybody to a special edition bonus episode of the Podmon Pokecast. This is Shinobi.
And I'm Az.
And today we're going to be going over the recently released trailer for the Isle of Armor DLC.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to get into it. Get to see everything that's actually coming out. Should be in a couple weeks now, right? I think that's what they said was a couple weeks is the actual release date now.
Yeah, I believe the release date is 2 weeks from today actually, and not gonna lie, this is about the fifth take because Az doesn't know how to work this type of stuff. He's not very smart.
Well, it was like 13 takes now. There were 12 of them where Shinobi goofed around a little too much, very inappropriate stuff, and then
I don't think Shinobi ever does the sorts of goofy.
You know, if one of the first 12 times I hit the record button, you would have actually went along with the whole thing, and we
you have one job.
Then
you have one job.
I'm sorry. One out of 13, I missed the record button somehow.
You want me to be very clear on this? Do you want to be exposed?
Sure. Well, yeah, expose me.
My 12 takes that I messed up or whatever. Each one of them was 5 seconds long. So I wasted maybe a minute of our life. How long did you waste, Az? How long was your take that you wasted?
I don't know.
The one that you messed up on.
I went to go check about how long.
It was probably like 30 minutes that we wasted. So
probably, yeah. I mean,
it's cool though. It's cool. We're moving on.
yeah. We'll get on through it. But so yeah, it was our first time watching this, but now it'll be our second. So that's exciting.
Yeah. Well, still exciting. It's only a 3-minute video. It'll be cool to watch it again. Everything moves so fast.
Yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and get this started so we can get through it and yeah, get all of our talk back out. All right. And I'll go ahead and start it up. Let me know if it's a little too loud, Shinobi.
It's definitely better this one.
Alright, so first off, the question is, what the heck is this? Okay, you got like a two-tone tree here with a bunch of berries that I've never seen before.
Ginormous berries.
They are.
Ginormous tree.
You know, maybe it is like a tree that was affected by the Dynamax energy. You know what I mean? Because there's Dynamax energy from the dens. Maybe it's a berry tree that was affected by it.
You know what I was thinking? What's that other legendary, Calyrex?
Oh, yeah.
It's a very like Mother Nature-y type Pokemon. What if these trees like have something to do with that Pokemon?
Yeah, it could be. I mean, it has a real big head, shaped like a tree.
Oh, and look! The top of this one has different color too.
Yeah, I noticed that. It's like a two-toned, odd tree.
Yeah, we didn't see that at first.
Yeah, we didn't for sure. All right.
Luxray.
Okay. Get off the train. And we're here. The Isle of Armor. That's gonna be us in 2 weeks. Okay.
Scyther.
Sandile, Tangrowth, from Poliwhirl, Kangaskhan, Riffleant. Super excited about getting Talonflame. Cramorant's being
Dude,
weird.
what is up with that Cramorant?
Whoa, another thing.
We didn't go over that before, but what is up with that Cramorant?
Okay, it spit something out, but look at this. Look at the pot. Notice anything weird about it?
It looks like a Pokemon. Like a Poltegeist.
Keep going. What else do you notice that's weird about it?
I don't know.
Take a close look. What's above it?
Tell me what you think. Dude, it looks like freaking Genie from Aladdin's about to pop out.
Those 3 red clouds are the red clouds that pop up above Dynamaxed Pokemon.
Think so? Think she's cooking up a Dynamax Pokemon?
And it's on the table too. See that?
Do you think they're about to eat a Dynamax Pokemon?
No. But I do think there's something weird going on there. Because
there's definitely something going on there.
Maybe a Cubfoo's in there? I don't know. Your rivals with Galarian Slowbro. Oh wait, did you see that? I didn't even notice that the first time. I guess it's better we're doing this the second time too, because look at that. You get to pick one.
Yeah.
For Dynamax, that's it. You pick one.
I mean, you'll be able to find others, Shirley and Dents.
I doubt it, and don't call me Shirley.
Moving on from that joke. We were able to find Charizard and Dents.
That's true. Eventually.
Yeah.
Not initially.
No.
Alright, you get your Cubfoo, you choose a tower, and then you get to the top of that tower, and that is, that determines what Cubfoo evolves into.
So I'm strangely excited for Poliwrath.
Dude, I am too. I'm excited for a lot of things. For sure.
If we're getting Poliwrath, that means we get Politoed, right?
I think so. There's Calyrex. Alright, the new wild areas. Super pumped about this.
There's the other tree.
We're getting into the Crown Tundra now, which we won't get till like August, but... Alright, we're getting into the Reggies. Okay, so you get the classic Reggies, and right here, he throws out a Relicanth. Okay, this trainer throws out a Relicanth in the area with the Reggies. So originally, when you went to go find the Reggies, you had to do these little, I don't know, you had to like solve a little code of the Reggie language, but it's really just Braille. But once you solve the code, you'd have to do what it said. So it says like, oh, dig here, or like, you know, bring Relicanth in the first of your party. It wouldn't say that exactly, but it says like Relicanth and Waterfall or something like that. And you have to use Relicanth with Waterfall with Relicanth on your first slot of your party. And I think, which I'd be excited about, is they bring something like that back, where you have to like solve a puzzle to actually get into the room to fight and catch the Reggies.
Which makes most sense. That would determine like which Reggie you run into, so it makes sense.
I mean, they're all gonna have their different room though. Like this one is Reggie Rock.
They'll have a different room?
Yeah. Yeah, here. They have their different ones. See, there's Reggie Rock, Reggie Ice, and Reggie Steel. And you just, they have a different temple for each one, I think. And then there's this freaking tree that you can definitely tell is two-toned. And it's got some, like, calic at the top. I don't even know what's going on here.
There's something else going on with this tree.
There's something going on.
And
with all of them.
I don't know. I don't know if the difference between this tree and the other tree is the different islands, Crown Tundra, Isle of Armor, or if they are like weather or weather related, or
I knew these trees were big,
even know.
but I didn't realize they were that big. check this out.
No, they're huge.
Look at this.
Yeah, they're
this
huge.
Tiny little den down here, and then this big tree. That's insane.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you can see all the other trees around it, which, I mean, maybe it was just a bad like point of view or whatever, but that definitely looks huge.
I have to say, it's probably maybe definitely a tree that was affected by Dynamax energy. But what's with the fruit? Like, what do you do with it? What's the point? Is there certain Pokemon with it? Like, do they change with the weather or the time of day? Like you said before? Or
I don't know.
I don't know.
There has to be some story going along with it, or
yeah, it's either relevant to the
can
Legendaries.
you find a Pokemon in the
story,
tree, or what?
Yeah.
Is that how you? Is that part of the Calyrex story,
Right.
or I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll move past that. All right. Swablu's exciting. We'll get Altaria. Okay, that right there.
That's exciting.
This is something that I read about where you'll be able to actually go into the Dynamax dens with your friends. So you'll be able to link up online with your friends and actually see them walking around with you. And you'll be able to go and find the legendary that you're trying to find in this den to hunt down.
Dens with friends.
Yeah, dens with friends. And you'll be able to go find... I think Mewtwo, right, is the first one they show. You go hunt down a Mewtwo and all these other legendaries and actually catch them. And then the new Reggies, Regieleki, Regidrago. The new birds. So excited about those. And then you have Calyrex. Alright, here's another thing. This also is letting us know that we will go back to Winden Stadium and we will have to do yet another battle. Probably another tournament, but it's going to be like a doubles tournament where you're teamed up with Hop, is what it's looking like. So that's pretty cool. Hopefully there's some story along with it, and hopefully they raise the level cap on the CPUs for this stuff, you know. By this time, I would hope to see like Leon's Pokemon.
I would love to see a more challenging Leon.
Right, Leon's Pokemon in the 80s, like his Charizard at level 90. I'd like to see that by this point.
Be pretty cool.
You get massive amounts of XP.
Yeah, for sure.
Magmar, Kingdra, Magnezone, Ninetales, Aggron. On the 17th. Alright. So that's exciting. The expansion passes will become, well, the expansion pass, you'll be able to buy it any time. And then the 17th of this month, you'll be able to get the Crown. Not the Crown Tundra. The Isle of Armor. The Crown Tundra will be coming out in August, I believe. And
August or September, it's just fall.
Right. Let me head backwards on this.
Two weeks from Wednesday.
Okay, so now we're going to get into the actual typings and abilities, whatever else they have on Pokemon.com. You can actually find all that information that they've actually put out. So, looking on here, we'll go to the actual new ones. Cubfu, Urshifu, and Calyrex, those have all been out already in previous. If you want to look those up, feel free. We're going to go over Regieleki, Regidrago, Gigantamax Venusaur, Blastoise, and the 3 legendary birds. And finally, we'll also be going over Galarian Slowbro. Okay. So we'll start off with Regieleki. Okay, the Electron Pokemon is solid electric type, as the Regis typically do. They have their one type. They don't usually have a dual type. It has the ability Transistor, a body with a bottomless supply of electricity. This Pokemon absorbs electrons to live. Electrical energy makes up most of its body. Its electric type moves are said to pack the greatest power of any used by electric type Pokemon. So, after doing a little bit of research on the site by looking at Regidrago, its ability is Dragon's Maw, and it says a cluster of dragon energy. Regidrago's body is composed of crystallized dragon energy. The energy is densest in its central core. Thanks to its body composition, Regidrago can use dragon-type moves with greater power than other Pokemon. So, judging by both of those having a very similar description, and knowing that Pokemon likes to hint at stuff just to mess with our brains, this right here, the Dragon's Maw ability for Regidrago, and the Transistor ability for Regieleki, we've kind of come up with an idea that it's probably giving you extra stab. So the same type attack bonus, you're getting extra points. So any electric type moves,
much like a Steely Spirit.
Right, yeah. I forget who has that, but
Berserker has Steely Spirit.
right. So you have Steely Spirit that gives you a boost in Steel type. When you use Steel type moves, you're gonna have the same thing with like Transistor giving you a boost.
Yeah,
with
it's like
electric.
a 1.5 times boost. Plus you're getting the stab, so it's like 2 times.
Right. Like this is crazy good. And that's probably and I think that's the same for both of these Regis. It's one gets the dragon boost, the other gets the electric boost.
I think we've determined that's most likely the case.
Yeah. All right. Each one has a signature move. Regieleki's signature move is Thunder Cage, which is basically like Fire Spin. It traps the opponent in for 4 to 5 turns, and you can't switch out if you're stuck in it, and it's going to damage you every turn. So that's a nice little move for electric types, but unfortunately it's only for the one Pokemon.
It's much like Fire Spin, but probably stronger since it's only for a legendary.
Right, I would assume. Otherwise, it'd be interesting if they added it to other Pokemon.
Because Fire Spin's only like 35 damage, right?
Yeah, it's
the initial attack's only 35.
Pretty weak. This one's probably like 45 or 50, which is pretty strong for every turn having extra damage.
Yeah.
Well, it's different actually, because when you use the move, it goes off of the power, and then it does like a specific like 1/16 of your health.
Yeah, it would do a different amount of damage whenever it's trapped, but the initial power would probably be decently high.
Yeah, I wonder if it has like a chance to paralyze you every time too. If so, that would be pretty overpowered. And Regidrago's signature move is Dragon Energy, where the Pokemon assumes a shape similar to a dragon's head, then fires an intense energy dragon beam from its mouth. The more HP the user has remaining, the higher the move's power will be. So I'd probably put like some leftovers on this guy.
Yeah, something to get your HP back up.
Keep your HP up as high as possible. Or like give him recover.
Leftovers or like just a citrus berry to once it does get low, it's gonna go back up.
Alright, so I think that's it for the Regis, other than the fact that Regidrago's 6'11", almost 7 foot tall,
and it's just a head.
Doesn't look like it. He doesn't look that big.
2 times bigger than the other Reggie, and it's just a head.
Yeah, Regieleki's only 3 foot. What the heck?
Almost 2 times bigger, but jeez.
Alright, Gigantamax Venusaur. Okay. Looks like a massive blossom covers the Pokemon's body. Yep. Okay, so its blossom on its back just grows bigger. The power of Gigantamaxing has made Venusaur's flower bloom so large that it covers the Pokemon's body. The flower petals are extremely thick and springy enough to repel half-hearted attacks. During battle, the Pokemon uses these petals as a shield and swings its two thick vines around to attack its targets. So, does that mean it basically gets a second ability where it's going to be blocking stuff?
I don't know.
Or does it have like...
Or are they just describing how it looks, using it as a shield?
Maybe it's like
because it does like raise its HP, so maybe they're just saying that's why. I don't know.
That could be it. Or maybe it has a signature move with its, maybe it has a G-Max move. Maybe its G-Max is like a G-Max King Shield.
Could
where
be,
it lowers your attack and special attack if you hit it while it uses that move.
Would be interesting.
Enormous amounts of pollen erupt from its blossom. The flower on the Pokemon's back spews so much pollen that it resembles a volcanic eruption. Inhaling the pollen can cause uncontrollable sneezing, and breathing in too much of it can even cause fainting. However, the pollen also stimulates plant growth. Places where the pollen falls are said to grow thick with large plants. That could be like another field effect, like a grassy terrain, but it's like a specific one to G-Max Venusaur.
Yeah.
Where like grass types have a boost every turn or something in a random stat, maybe. I don't know. But it says specifically that places where the pollen falls are said to grow thick with plants.
Might be like a good doubles G-Max.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know. We won't know much until we get... Oh, right here. Okay. The G-Max move, G-Max Vine Lash. Maybe we'll get into more. Okay, it only shows us Vine Lash. Grass-type attacks used by Gigantamax Venusaur will change to G-Max Vine Lash. G-Max Vine Lash doesn't just deal damage to an opponent when it hits. It will continue to deal damage for 4 turns to any Pokemon that isn't grass type. That's scary.
Oh, wow.
Is that while you use a different move? You can use that and then use another move, and then it still does that?
It's still dealing kind of like the
like
fire spin or whatever.
Like the Thunder
where they're
Cage.
Trapped and getting damage for a few turns.
That's crazy. I'm impressed.
It's insane.
I think this one's going to be very interesting to see play out. I like it though.
It says to any Pokemon that isn't grass type. Do you think that means like it would hit, if it's doubles, it would hit both of them?
Probably.
And so it'd be a really good doubles Pokemon if you have a grass Pokemon paired up with it.
Oh yeah, for sure. My initial thought is to put like Rose Raid with it, set up some toxic spikes, and
yeah,
like I don't know. That's just my initial thought. Could be dumb.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
All right, Blastoise, Gigantamax Blastoise. Okay, an extra large shell with extra large water cannons. Blastoise's shell has grown to match its body, and it boasts new extra large water cannons as well. Gigantamax Blastoise can adapt to different situations by using different combinations of its 31 variously sized cannons. In battle, it doesn't bother to aim. Instead, it fires dynamic, powerful torrents from multiple cannons to overwhelm opponents. Okay, a super powerful main cannon. The main cannon on the center of Blastoise's shell is staggeringly powerful. Legend says this cannon has blasted holes into mountains. Gigantamax Blastoise can also move the 12 large cannons surrounding its central cannon independently, letting it orient its attacks in any direction, whether toward the ground or the sky. G-Max move, G-Max Cannonade. Water-type attacks used by Gigantamax Blastoise will change to G-Max Cannonade. G-Max Cannonade doesn't just deal damage to an opponent when it hits. It will continue to deal damage for 4 turns to any Pokemon that isn't Water-type.
Oh, dude, I love that animation.
I agree. This is cool.
Yeah.
It's weird. Dynamax and Gigantamax are growing on me like Megas did. Still don't like them as much, but they're growing on me.
Yeah, I mean, I still haven't grown into them competitively, so.
Yeah, not yet. All right, let's go into the legendary birds because okay, we had. Actually, should we do Slowbro first, or should we end on Slowbro?
We can end on Slowbro, don't matter.
Okay. So let's get into the legendary birds then. And I know we had a talk at one point on what we thought the typings might be, and we're actually going to find out. So I don't remember exactly what you said. I think mine were Articuno. I was like, this is going to stay ice, but it's also going to get psychic. And then Zapdos was going to be electric and ground, and Moltres is probably fire and dark. Or dragon, but it's probably dark. That's what I think.
Yeah, I have bad memory, so I don't remember what our conversation was.
Oh.
I don't remember what my final take was.
Okay. Well, let's see what Articuno is. Psychic and flying. It lost its ice type. Okay.
Psychic flying.
Cruel Pokemon.
So they're all going to be flying type, probably still.
Could be, yeah. So psychic flying. Freezing psychic power. This Pokemon battles using intense psychic powers that act directly on the cells of living beings. The beams of psychic energy fired from its eyes have a particularly potent effect. The slightest touch of these beams leaves the victim totally immobilized, as if frozen. The Pokemon finishes off immobilized opponents using the condensed psychic power of its wings. Whoa.
Okay, so its ability was changed to competitive.
Oh yeah, I forgot to read that off. What does competitive do again?
Interesting.
Remind me.
It boosts the special attack stat if a different stat is lowered.
Okay. Interesting.
Sticky Web could lower its speed, boost its special attack. Intimidate, it could lower its attack, boost its special attack.
I mean, I know we're thinking of it like it's in the meta, but I know it's not going to be, sadly.
I mean, it could be used.
I mean, yeah, it can be used online, but a cruel, arrogant, legendary Pokemon. Once every several decades, this migratory Pokemon appears in the Crown Tundra. For a long time, it was thought to be the same legendary Pokemon as the Articuno previously discovered in other regions. Though cold and callous in personality, it moves in a highly refined manner. It keeps itself airborne through constant use of its psychic powers, almost never flapping its wings. Okay. So, we learn about its freezing psychic power, but it has its own signature move, Freezing Glare. Did you want to say something on that before?
I don't know, it's just interesting, like, all the birds are supposed to, they're legendary. There's one bird to be known to exist in the world of Pokemon or whatever.
Yeah.
One legendary of each type, you know?
Right.
But so these are like their long lost twins or something?
I don't think Pokemon's pretty much dropped the idea that legendaries are one and only in the Pokemon world, and basically they're saying there's multiple of each legendary in the world.
I don't know, like lore wise and anime wise, I feel like there would only be one of these. But I feel like it's different from the other Articuno, right? So like they're long lost twins or something.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. Honestly, it could be.
I don't know.
All right. Signature move, Freezing Glare. Freezing Glare is a psychic type special move in which the Pokemon attacks by firing psychic power from both eyes. This move may also leave the target frozen.
It's interesting because it's like a psychic Pokemon, but it's taking the frozen.
Right. You can be frozen from a psychic type move.
Yeah. It's kind of keeping its ice nature in that way, but that's it.
Yep.
A frozen approach. Interesting.
Interesting. Psychic and flying. All right. Here we see. Galarian Zapdos. Fighting and flying. Okay.
Fighting flying.
Whoa.
We had theories that it might be like electric fighting.
Right, we did.
Since it's no longer in the air. That was one of our guesses.
So they're losing their original typing and they're gaining.
And it's defiant, which is like the opposite of competitive. It raises attack.
Yeah.
If anything goes down.
Okay. A legendary Pokemon that loves battling mighty opponents. Once every several decades, this migratory Pokemon appears in the Crown Tundra. For a long time, it was thought to be the same legendary Pokemon as the Zapdos previously discovered. This belligerent, battle-hungry Pokemon seems unable to resist, challenging Pokemon it senses may be stronger than itself. Interesting.
Notice how the first picture he's like under that tree.
Yeah, I did see that, yeah. Okay, I see.
Maybe the birds have something to do with the tree.
Probably. I think in the trailer we saw them fighting underneath it.
Maybe that's where you find them.
Lightning that strikes from stone walls. That is a pattern. Okay, they're all gonna have. So I'm assuming you can paralyze them from a rock type move. I don't know. In battle,
Fighting type move, you mean?
maybe, yeah. I was just saying rock from like stone walls, but probably fighting.
Yeah. Ferocious kicks.
Yeah, ferocious kicks using naturally mighty legs when it leaps down cliffs and rocky mountainsides in ultra-high speed zigzag movements. It is said to resemble a bolt of lightning. However, its wings seem to have atrophied, and it appears to be a poor flyer.
It should have lost its flying type then.
Right? It should be electric fighting then, yeah.
Yeah. Well, they wanted to keep them the flying birds or whatever.
Right. Alright, signature move, Thunderous Kick. In this fighting type physical move, the Pokemon overwhelms the target with lightning-like movement before delivering a kick. This also lowers the target's defense stat. Okay. That's scary.
Interesting. Nothing to do with paralyzing, just it lowers the defense stat.
Yeah. Okay. Let's move on to Moltres.
Which is going to make each time you use it stronger.
Flying and... It can't be fire, though. Flying dark?
It's going to still have like fire look
Yep.
to it, but yeah, dark type.
Yep, dark for sure. Alright. Ability, Berserk. Is that already an ability?
I don't know what that one is. If it is, it's a newer ability.
It doesn't show it on here, so...
Every time the HP of a Pokemon with Berserk drops below half, its special attack is raised by 1 stage.
Okay.
It was the ability of Drampa from Gen 7.
Ah, okay.
I knew it sounded familiar, I just didn't know what Pokemon.
Right. Okay, so it has Berserk, a legendary Pokemon that lets nothing get close. Okay, once every decades it comes around, and it has a haughty personality and conducts itself calmly according to its own whims. An aura like a blazing pillar of fire. It exudes the energy churning within its body as an aura akin to a column of raging fire, leaving ordinary Pokemon unable to even approach it. It is especially skilled at attacking opponents' minds by spreading its wings wide and unleashing a wicked aura. Opponents hit by such attacks are overcome with deep fatigue, as if all their energy has been burned away. Fiery Wrath is its signature move. It's a dark-type special move. The Pokemon transforms its wrath into a fire-like aura to attack. It may also make the opposing Pokemon flinch.
Interesting. I feel like they should have, with Zapdos, it should have been paralyzed. You got freeze, flinch, lower defense. It's not on the same.
Yeah, it's not really a parallel, but I mean it works.
Yeah.
All right. So that's interesting. I'm ready to get to those, but that's going to be a while, so I'm not going to get myself too excited. All right, so then we have Galarian Slowbro, who gains the Poison type. It gained the Poison type from the shock of Shelder's bite. So instead of biting it on the tail, the Shelder bit it on the arm. A Shelder bite set off a chemical reaction with the spices inside Galarian Slowpoke's body, causing Galarian Slowbro to gain the Poison type. The Shelder sometimes unconsciously bites down harder on the Slowbro's arm, causing an itch that drives Slowbro to start swinging its arm around indiscriminately and smashing its surroundings. This makes Galarian Slowbro a highly dangerous Pokemon. Beats strong opponents to the draw, so its ability is Quick Draw, and they're hinting right here at what that is, because they're not going to tell us straight up what the ability is. So they're hinting at it right here with this couple of paragraphs, or I guess couple of sentences. Although this Pokemon is normally zoned out, facing off against strong opponents activates the stimulants in its body, sending them coursing through its nervous system and delivering a jolt. When this happens, Slowbro's expression sharpens, with a speed that puts even the quickest reflexes to shame. Slowbro readies its Shelder and makes poisonous liquid shoot from the Shelder's tip. So, what does it mean?
I mean, from what it sounds like, Quick Draw, we don't really know what determines an opponent is strong, but against certain opponents, it's going to be dealing off some extra damage before even using any moves.
Right, it almost sounds like
you get the first move off, but you also still get to use your own move that you get to pick.
Yeah, it's almost like a free Sucker Punch because of your ability. It's like you do a quick Sucker Punch, and then they hit you because they're faster than you. Maybe it's whenever they're faster than you, it activates, and you hit them with a little poison from your ability. Then they hit you, and then you hit them again with the move you chose. That's pretty cool.
Either go off of like quickness or some type of strength stats, or maybe the level of Pokemon, or maybe just possibly typing. But I don't really know what they're gonna go off of.
Yeah, who knows?
I don't know.
All right.
Then you'll get that free little Sucker Punch of a poison move. Then they'll hit you, and plus you'll have another move.
Yeah, I mean,
pretty insane because you still get to select a move.
I mean,
the Sucker Punch is just a free ability.
Right. It's going to be used a lot probably. If that's how it works.
Kind of like Cramorant whenever it does Surf or whatever, and then it does that extra damage with the Pikachu. Kind of like that, but like backwards because it happens first.
Yep. Okay. Galarian Slowbro's signature move, Shell Side Arm. Shell Side Arm is a poison-type special move in which this Pokemon fires poisonous liquid from the tip of the Shelder attached to its arm, so it's a lot like its ability. But this move may poison the target. Moreover, it inflicts either physical or special damage, depending on which will damage the target more.
Super interesting.
Yeah, I mean, never seen anything like this, where a move will choose whether it's special or physical, depending on which is going to do more damage. That's pretty overpowered, especially going up against tanks.
Not even just what you're strongest at. Like, you could train your Pokemon at physical or special, and that could be how you hope to get damage. But sometimes, maybe you train them to be a physical Pokemon, but your opponent is very weak special defense-wise.
Oh, yeah.
So then it still does better damage that way.
Oh, for sure.
It's different. It's interesting.
Yeah, that's really cool. I mean, I think this is going to change the meta quite a bit because it's going to be scary to make any kind of tank with just one defense, like defense or special defense.
Oh, for sure.
It's going to be scary.
It'll be hard to be able to predict those type of things. Like, you can't, if he's hitting you with the Shell Side Arm, there's no predicting. You can't say, okay, I'm going to bring in a special tank. Okay, I'm going to bring in a defensive tank. It's not going to matter.
Right.
Because the game's going to change what type of move it is.
Yeah, I mean, that's great to have this Galarian Slowbro on your team too, because then you don't have to worry about these tanks. You just go at it. I mean, that makes me want a balanced tank on my team, you know? Like something that's good in defense and special defense already that I can max out, and then yeah, it'll be doing whatever does more, but it probably won't do that much.
Oh yeah, definitely. Also, maybe it'll just make other tanks more the meta. Like, it's a poison type move. So Pokemon like Caparaja is now a stronger tank because it's
true,
steel type.
Yeah. It won't even work on Caparaja.
Mm-hmm. Maybe it'll just make steel types more meta, which isn't exactly what we need, but
yeah. Well, I think that's everything new from what came out yesterday. So I think it's good to call it. We're at a solid 41 minutes. So
oh,
yeah, we've been going a while since we restarted. So
what I saw on originally that list of like all the new Pokemon and stuff. At the very bottom, it was kind of showing what Pokemon were announced.
Right. I meant to.
Was you able to click on that?
I meant to check that out because I did glance at that as well.
I was just like, where you scrolling down and stuff.
Yeah, I'm back here.
Yeah, this page.
All right, yeah, at the bottom here. Many Pokemon that didn't appear in Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield make their homes on the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra. Get ready to meet a lively array of diverse Pokemon, from newly discovered legendary Pokemon and new regional forms to familiar Pokemon that have been living in other regions.
Oh.
So we're going to get new Galarian forms.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Are you able to click on the Isle of Armor one?
No, it's just a picture. Same with the Tundra. But they're giving us a little bit. Metagross is going to be in there. Garchomp. I mean, we got some good Pokemon coming in.
Elekid. Both the Nidos will be in there.
Yeah, I'm excited to get all these new mons in because it really needs the refresh on some of the old mons for the meta.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's exciting. Exciting times coming 2 weeks from Wednesday.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, I think it's a good time to wrap up. And thanks for joining us here on this little special bonus episode. Had a good time going over all this, and we'll see you again when we review the this whole thing. Probably the next time we'll talk about all this, but probably have another episode or two in between. We'll see.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Sweet. Thanks for watching Disney Channel.
You had to, didn't you? I knew you did.
I had to sneak it in there.
All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. Give us a like and a subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Go ahead and subscribe to the podcast if you're anywhere else. And we'll see you guys next time.
Like, subscribe, follow.
All that good stuff. All right. Peace out, guys.
Peace.